Good morning, fellas. How you guys have been? This is a beautiful day. Can't complain. I'm glad to see spring. Well, today's video is about my Troy-bilt riding lawnmower. The model number is... You can find it under the seat usually. Let's focus. Alright, that's the model number. It has a 50-inch deck with a hydrostatic transmission, or yeah, I think that's what it's called, transmission. 50-inch deck. A couple of good things about this one is it has a very strong Kohler 24 horsepower motor. It's right there. These are pretty bulletproof and very easy to maintain. All I have to do is once every other season, not every season, every other season, I will change the two spark plugs because it's 2 cylinders and the air filter. But I will change the oil every season because I just like things to keep running good. I usually use a straight 30 oil because we only use it in summer. There's no point of having a 5W30 or 10W30. I just use a straight 30 oil, and these are air-cooled engines, so they do tend to get really, really, really hot when you're running for an hour or so. I do have a bit of front here that needs to be cut. Yeah, today I should have started the video earlier when I took the deck off. This is the first time I'm taking the deck off. I have owned this for 3 years, and as the first year I thought, okay, you know what, I'm gonna sharpen the blades. The blades were in very, very bad shape. They were, I would say, dull. Like, I don't know how they were cutting any grass. Frankly, it's one of the easiest deck to take off. It is super easy. What I'm going to show you is right here. There's this pin in a spring. You pull this piece just pops out. That one side. Now you go to the other side. Exactly the same mechanism. Just gotta pull this pops out. Don't need to take this knot off, which I did because I'm an idiot. Now, the other thing you need to do to get this belt out is there is a nut right there, which holds this, you can call it a belt protector. You just need to take the nut out. That's a 13mm nut. This comes loose and it's easier to take the belt off. And for the front connection, this is super easy. It is just a pin. I'll let it focus. It's just a pin. You pull this, comes off. There's a washer. Don't lose this washer. And the deck drops. It's super easy to take this deck off. I had a Crossman before and a Sears before, and the decks were pig to take off, and those were even smaller decks, like 42s and 38-inch decks. This is super easy to take off. This drives. Let me show you the driving control area. Obviously, when you're trying to start it cold, you go past the rabbit. You go past the rabbit to the choke position, and then you start. It starts. This has the ability to cut in reverse. So what you have to do after you start it, you press this and then go back. Leave it here to reverse, or else if it's in this position, the moment you press reverse, the blade disengages. It does not shut down. The blade is like disengaged. All right, so my machine has roughly 322 hours, which is for this engine. I have seen these these engines go over 3,000 hours. My neighbor has a Ferris with the same engine, and he has over 3,000 hours, and he's waiting for the know so that he can get a new engine. That's another story. This button, you push this for the blade to stop. You pull it for the blade to engage. Push, pull. You can also hear an electric noise every time I pull. You see that? You hear that? That is an electric engager. Here's the handbrake. So you basically put your foot hard on the brake, and then pull this towards you. Come on. Okay. And the brake is off. If you can see, we are rolling. I gotta pull the deck up. The deck was all the way down because, oh yes, I forgot to mention, when you are putting those pins, make sure the deck is, this lever, it has 7 levels, all the way to the down, all the way down. That way it's easier to pull the deck up. On this side, you have your crusted beer holder. I like to protect my ear with this 3M ear muff. This works great, like, it's wonderful. I just like to protect my ear. This thing is pretty loud. I am missing this fuel gauge, and honestly, couldn't care less. I bought it used, and I bought it like this. It's fine. To check the fuel, I usually go up and look at the box. Right now, we are halfway. That is, I would say that is good enough for 4 hours, 3 hours. If anybody knows how long that is good for, please leave that in your comment. And yeah, let's start it up. Brakes all the way in. This in a choke, past the rabbit. Now, what I usually do is put the key in, and then I go to the on position, and then I look at the battery. It's 12.4. That's usually good enough. 12.6 or 12.7 is better, but it will start. Honestly, this thing started at 10. So now I go here. Okay, it's gonna be hard to hear. Well, that's all I have to show. Take care, guys.